Hello everyone, Flash Notion, back for another reaction to Star vs. the Forces of Evil! And today we're taking a look at episodes 19 and 20 of Season 2, and the titles for the chapters are Heinous, so we're getting to see Miss Heinous again from the St. Olga's place. I don't know how that's going to end, but probably very interesting. All belts are off? Oh, okay, just saw the... I already would have said karate things, but I just saw Jeremy, so, like, yeah, that's going to be... Marco's karate classes is going to be a thing, probably not as fun. Collateral damage. I don't know. That one sounds very serious, but I'm maybe not expecting it to be too serious, but then again, it might be serious. I don't know. I'm guessing it might have something to do with the actual plot of magic being drained. That's all I'm going to say. And finally, Just Friends. And that is a title that hurts. Because, like, we've had so much of the Star and Marco shipping stuff. And, like, we haven't dealt with any of the fallout from the Jackie and Marco getting together in the mid-season thing. We haven't dealt with that, actually, at all. Now that I think about it. We kind of glossed over it after we lost Glossaric. But that was a big deal, and yeah, that title makes it sound like some not-so-good things are going to happen. Somebody is going to say that they're just friends. I don't know if it's going to be Marco or Star that's going to say it, but either way, it's going to hurt. So, yeah. The files that I have now are... They've separated each chapter into its own file. I don't know if that means that I'm going to be 4 versions of the song here. I don't really want to sing it 4 times, but we'll see. We will see. Right now, actually. So, we will begin in 3, 2, 1... And we're back. Okay. Took a little bit longer to wait for traffic to go by, but yeah, so we had a very interesting set this time. Okay, so the first one was, it's a bit weird. Not really sure what that's going to accomplish. I also feel like the Rastakor Miss Heinous thing is weird, because the implication in the first time he appeared, to me, it was like they hired him, not that he was like close with them. So that was a bit weird. The whole Princess Marco thing is still pretty funny to me, and but it's funny in a way that, like, I don't know. It's just a thing that I enjoy, and I kind of agree that, like, the revolution was a little bit too much. Like, obviously, Heinous and St. Olga's, like, it's evil, bad. But, like, was it maybe taken a little bit too far? Did they maybe push her too much? I'd say probably, possibly, who knows? We might see. I also don't think, like, this whole video thing is going to actually be satisfying to her in the long run, because, well, yeah, Marco's sarcasm came through very, very well. I do want to know, like, why does what was the butler's name? Gemini? Why does he stay with Heinous? I also still have my theory that Hanus is a descendant of Queen Eclipsa and her monster husband. There was another idea that I came up with that I don't know if they'll do. I don't think they'll do it at this point, actually, because I'm still having doubts about my idea of Eclipsa being not evil. I feel like, now that I think about it, that idea might be a little too complex for what this show tries to do. But it would be so good. But my idea was that Toffee could be Queen Eclipsa's monster husband. And that could explain, like, his just vendetta against the Mumins. Beyond just, monsters and Mumins not getting along. But, like, if his wife was, imprisoned, regardless of whether it was unjust or not, that might be a reason for him to go against them. I just think it would be a little neat idea of, like, the two of them being this evil, or not evil, whatever, couple, and yeah, I don't know. Saying it out loud sounds weird, but I still think it's a good idea. I just especially like... I don't know. I have ideas for how I would personally write this sort of thing, but, like, I don't know if this show will go down that same route. The second episode was probably, the worst. It was just not fun. I don't like Jeremy. Like, it's one thing if you have a jerk character who is so over the top jerkish and in an unbelievable way that it loops back around to being kind of funny. Like with Becky, right? Like, Becky's an absolute bitch, but the way that she acts about it, her, in combination with her voice, like, just how over the top it is. Like, the party bus thing, the fact that when we were first introduced to her properly, she was literally carried in by other people. Just so much of it was it made her more tolerable than Jeremy, whereas Jeremy just seems like a little rich brat who his parents don't tell him no when they should, or they just don't provide him with any discipline or any lessons on what is right versus wrong or how to treat other people with respect. And he's just a little asshole. And I saw it coming from a mile away that the money is why he was chosen, and the Grandmaster not actually being all that cool. I didn't really think about that, but it makes sense, and it's one of those things where, like, if I'd given it half a second of thought, then I would have seen it coming. Like, that guy is not actually as cool as he seems. So, not the best episode. It was too predictable, too straightforward, and too not funny. It really wasn't. It was honestly kind of annoying. Collateral Damage, I guess interesting in that we get backstory on Echo Creek and how it was founded. It's not as cool as the Gravity Falls backstory, and ultimately it's just kind of weird and dumb. But the way it was presented with such seriousness made it funny again, and it might have been weird, but I laughed, and for that I give it points. But that last one was obviously the big episode, and, like, that was heartbreaking for Star. Like, that smile at the end, I I felt that. I really want to know what that's going to affect in the future. I get it. Star wants Marco to be happy, and him and Jackie make a cute couple, so she's there trying to be a shipper on deck and trying to support them, but, like, you can tell she just wants them to break up, and she'd be perfectly willing to be Marco's rebound. Yeah. It's just one of those things that, like, I just wish it was... I wish the Blood Moon Ball thing hadn't happened the way it did. Because, it feels like... It feels like that one, that really taints any potential relationship between Star and Marco, because it begs the question of, like, are they getting together naturally, or are they getting together because of some magical connection that otherwise would not bring them together? Like, don't get me wrong, I have the view of, like, relationships are work no matter what. So, like, you can choose to get together with somebody and make it work no matter what. Because affection tends to be a matter of, the two of you getting along and spending a significant amount of time with each other and being of compatible orientations, that sort of stuff. But, like, yeah, there's very little difference between relationships in terms of, like, friendships versus potential romantic stuff. Like, it's one of those things where it's hard to tell, like, how can I put this? Because I don't want people taking it the wrong way, but, like, once you spend a significant amount of time with someone, the level of intimacy between the two of you would be virtually unchanged if you decide to start dating. So, like, if you're casual friends with somebody, that's one thing. But if you're, like, best friends with somebody, then there's virtually no difference between a romantic relationship between the two of you and a platonic one. Other than, the possibility of kissing and sex and stuff. Like, that's just the reality of it. Like, time spent together creates intimacy. And if two of you are compatible, like, it's just very little difference. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, the whole Blood Moon Ball thing, it clouds the waters, if only because you're not sure if it's an actual choice that they're making. Like, it'd be great if we didn't have that. Also, looking at the air dates on these episodes, why the hell was that episode not aired on February 14th? Like, the February 14th episode should have been a Valentine's Day one. And the Bounce Lounge was not a Valentine's Day episode. Anyway. So, this was a good set. We had... The first one was great. The second one was meh at best. But whatever. The third one was hilarious for all the wrong reasons. And the last one was heartbreaking, but, it's still it's one of those things where, like, it's exactly what I would want it to be. So yeah, very enjoyable set. I like where this season is going, and yeah, I just think it's all good. So that's gonna be it for this time, and I'll see everybody next time. Bye.